Hey, Mr. Derry here. We're going to get started in Onshape drawing this side plate for our reed contact motor. The plans call for you to make it out of material they gave you, but we have a laser cutter and we have CAD, and we're going to do it a better way and spend a little bit more time in Onshape. So go to Onshape, go to region18.org, do your login. Make sure you use the region18.org. We're going to create a new document. So you're going to go to Documents, Create, all right, and we're going to call it Reed Motor. Hit Create. So it brings us into our Part Studio here. First thing we want to do is go up to these three lines over here and set our workspace units to millimeters, because the default is inches and our part is in millimeters. So we're going to do that. Hit OK. All right. We're now going to go ahead and create a sketch on the front plane. I'm going to click the front plane so I'm looking straight on. The part that we're drawing is this guy right here, and it's easier to draw a circle and then a rectangle and then some circles. And I'm just going to take you through this really quick. It should be super simple. We'll grab our circle command up here, click on the origin. Whoops, I missed the origin. No problem. I just hit escape. I'm going to move that over to the origin, grab my dimension tool, and I know that it's 30. Next, I'm going to grab my rectangle tool and click right on that line and then right on that line. If you miss it, watch, I'm going to miss it on purpose. I'm going to come back over, hit escape again, and just drag that right over till it hits. And now notice that the width is black. I'm going to now grab my trim tool, which might be hidden under here for you, and trim these guys out. Grab my dimension tool, and I know that this dimension is 40 from the center down. So notice everything's black, which means it's fully defined, which is good to go. I need to put a couple circles in. One of them is going to go right in the origin of this. Then I need a few down here. Now, I'm going to go back to my dimension tool. This one I know is 2 millimeters, and this one along with the one next to it is 3. Instead of dimensioning both of them though, I am going to just going to click on this guy and this guy and make them both equal. That way if I needed to change something, they change the same. I can also click on this midpoint of the circle and that midpoint, and I could make those horizontal so that they're lined up. We need to put some more dimensions in. This dimension from here to here is 7.5. You can refer to your PDF if you want. It doesn't actually give you that one. It gives you this one, which is 15, and it's centered. And then they are 5 off the top. All right, so we have everything we need and it's fully defined. So I'm going to go to extrude, and we're just going to make it 5 millimeters. It doesn't really matter. Hit OK, and we've got our part. Oops, a little thicker than what it really is. I guess it's 3. Let me go ahead and edit that just to make it look a little nicer. Hit OK. That looks good. So that's all the part. And then if you remember from a few weeks back or a few months back, if you right click on this guy, you could export that DXF, which I'd like you to do, and we're going to call it side plate, and you can put your name on it and hit export. That's going to go in your downloads folder, and then you, in your tech drive folder, right, if you go to your tech drive folder, student folders, I'm going to check in your EV folder. We could just say new folder, reed motor, and I'm going to go into my downloads under File Explorer, downloads, date modified, side plate, there it is. Copy that, go into my reed motor, and boom. Simple. David already cut all these on the laser cutter for us, so you don't have to do the work. But I do want you to go through the CAD so that everybody gets that experience. We're going to talk a little bit more about the motors in class.